Okay, everybody, we are going to make a graph in Excel, give it some axis titles, a trend line, and an equation. We start by highlighting the data. When we highlight two columns next to each other, Excel treats the left as your x coordinates and the right column as your y coordinates. We are going to go to the Insert tab up here. So we're at like Home, here's Insert. We go to Charts. We're looking for the dots, and we're going to make a scatter plot. So here is our scatter plot. We are going to go to the plus sign over here, which is Chart Elements, and we'll start with our axis titles. So our axis titles need to tell us what is being graphed on what axis. So this is mass in kilograms. So we do need to include the unit there. And then this one would be, let's see, go to force. And then for our title up here, we would do the x1 mass versus force. We now want a trend line. So we'll go back to Chart Elements and choose Trend Line. Then we want a little bit more information. So we're going to click that little arrow, go to More Options. Here we see that we can choose some different types of graph. We're going to keep linear for now. We are going to set the intercept to 0, 0. You will not always do this. It is very context dependent, but for this one we need our intercept at 0, 0. Then we display equation on chart. And what that does is it gives us a slope-intercept form equation on our graph. So we have y equals 5.9819. And when we graph real quantities against each other, the features of that equation, so the numbers, the slope, or the intercept, are going to have real physical meaning. For this one, since it's force versus mass, or mass versus force, the slope is going to be the acceleration. What the slope means is entirely dependent on what quantities you are graphing. And sometimes the challenge of the lab will be to figure out what that slope actually means. But that is how you make a graph in Excel.